What is this hymnal we are?
I'm doing the Wolf on Wall Street. I don't know it actually now. I don't have any rhythm.
He just starts slapping himself in the chest.
Which
wolf? Which Wall Street?
All right.
The only Wolf on Wall Street? Come on. Read an effing book, bro.
Book? They made a movie. His character.
They don't say Matthew McConaughey in the book.
Why does Ryan all of a sudden sound like the Wolf on Wall Street? He's waving a stoke, and he goes, "He's in a book. I'll give you $20 million. You'll blow 18 of it. You'll come call him back." Like, I don't understand. What are you, fat cat, sitting on your porch right now? 70 degrees out, man. It's hot out.
Freaking gorgeous out.
I thought we were doing that again. Are we not doing that again?
No, I was doing it. Oh, it's over? We're not doing the thing?
You're not?
Or are we doing the thing?
Okay, are we supposed to harmonize? Do you want to do the thing? But how do you? Who leads and who stops? Like, how do you know when it stops?
Matthew McConaughey starts.
I literally thought we just broke out in banter. Like, you
guys did.
I didn't know. I forgot that was even in the movie.
I mean, that's how we started, but now we're making a thing. I don't understand what we're doing.
We sound like 8 poorly maintained lawnmowers. Like, really? We should probably give up on that.
Okay, I was in it to win it, to be honest with you. I thought it was great.
You should watch the movie again and then learn it, and then we should all be in it to win it.
I say we just start the show.
Start the show.
I mean, we can.
Start the show.
Did you get my text?
Start the what text? Is this how we're starting the show, with Ryan's text?
No.
Did Ryan text you to start the show?
Yeah.
Before we started the show?
Let's start the show. All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's start the show.
All right.
Weird one. Right out the gates.
This is a restricted area. Drill or something? Negative. Fine by me. I hate drill.
You crazy mother.
Welcome to the official podcast of the Brewmasters Club, Craft Brews and Geek News. Sit back, pour yourself a pint, and let's get into it. Now here's the founder of the Brewmasters Club and your host, Donnie Gallagher.
So, welcome to the Brewmasters Club. This is the official podcast of the Brewmasters Club. We are Craft Brews and Geek News. We are here today, joined by myself, Donnie, of course, the co-host of the show, Mr. Lousman. You just showed your big shiny face. How are you, my friend?
I'm super shiny today, doubling up on the turtle axe, but yeah, man, I'm good.
Good. Mr. Raw Guy, how are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Excellent.
As we always do.
Don't be alarmed. Ryan's patio is not on fire. He's actually smoking a stogie, enjoying this fine Florida weather that we are experiencing.
It's so beautiful out. I'm actually smoking Monte Cristo Open Eagle. If you don't have one, you should definitely get one.
Fantastic. We are down one panel member. Good Dane up north is feeling a little under the weather, sick with the flu. So he is not going to be joining us tonight. But that is okay because we have a jam-packed show, a lot going on, and we have some important news.
It's actually packed full of jam.
Just to kick it right off into our beer news, we have some serious news that Sierra Nevada had an issue recently with their lines, and they've issued a 36-state recall of select beers. If you've bought and cracked open and drank some Sierra Nevada, you should check yourself. Only because there's a flaw that could result in a loss of carbonation and a small piece of glass that might have broken off and fallen into the bottle, causing risk for injury. So this is in a statement that was issued on the Sierra Nevada actual website, one of our unofficial sponsors. So this recall stretches 36 different states. So if you were in any of these states from the southeast to the east coast, please look out because it affects the glass bottles of the pale ale, so their flagship, the popular Torpedo IPA, which is what our clone was made out of, and the Otra Vez, as well as a couple others. So it's pretty serious recall. Nobody wants to ingest glass, and neither does Sierra Nevada. So they've actually set up a website. Just by going to their actual website, you can find the recall there. If you've purchased a product there that has fallen within these dates, basically from 12/5/16 to about 1/13/17, so from December 5th of last year to January 13th of this year, in glass bottles, you're looking at the Pale Ale, the Torpedo Extra, Tropical Torpedo, Sidecar Orange Pale Ale, Beer Camp Golden IPA, Ultra Vase, Nooner, and the Hop Hunter IPA. If you've had those, which have fallen in those date range, please contact Sierra Nevada. If you've purchased those and you haven't drank them, that's great. Just let them know, and they'll reimburse you. They'll send you out new beers, cut you a check for that. They're doing it straight up to the T. Utmost respect for these guys for calling themselves out, letting them know. It really only affects 1 in 10,000 bottles, so it's insanely rare that you would ever find one. But just taking the steps that are needed to ensure their consumer safety. Do you guys have any questions before I read off the states that are affected? Go ahead, Ryan.
Yep. So I applaud Sierra Nevada for trying to get ahead of this and letting everybody know. And they're really like the kind of perception that I'm getting, even though it kind of hit the airwaves and it was all over Facebook and Twitter. It really wasn't a negative kind of feedback from what I was seeing. It was just more like general concern for their consumers and drinkers out there. They're one of the top 3 or 4 craft breweries in the nation, so they're really looking out for us in that regard and letting everybody know. And the fact that they're getting ahead of it shows that they care, and that's what it's all about. So they even made a statement going back, from like 1980. We've just always cared about our drinkers, and it was extremely odd when I went to the store yesterday because I was looking for, what I might bring onto the podcast, and there was no Sierra Nevada in the normal section that they have it in. Now there was still a stout, and they still have their porter, but I looked at the bottle date, and it was before December, so those were good. But it was just extremely weird not to see them in the general location that they are. But I know they're going to replenish it and bring it back, and it's all going to be fine and well. And they're just doing it for protection. Nobody wants to drink glass, and they're just getting ahead of it. So I applaud them for that, and they really care. So that's kind of my general thought there.
Yeah, man, it's an honest move, and it's the right thing to do. And like you said, I pulled up actually their blog post from this 22nd of January where they kind of addressed this. And yeah, I mean, it's Alabama, Arkansas, Connecticut, DC, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, Michigan. God, like it's all over, man. Texas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma. It's just New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire. It's everywhere. So
New Mexico.
So like you said, it's it's good face for them to do this and just to attack it head on, because that's how they should, and that's what big brands would do, and that's what a small brand would do. So accidents can happen, man, but it's how you. I'm a PR guy, so it's how you can respond to something like this that really builds the character and will define your motives, and your fan base will react to that. So before I kick it to you guys, let me just give you a list of things that are not impacted by the recall. Of course, all canned beer, all draft beer, variety packs, all 24-ounce bottled beer are not impacted by this. All 750 milliliter beer are not impacted by this. All Chico, California produced Sierra Nevada beer is not impacted by this. Mills River, North Carolina beer packaged before 12/5/16. Mills River packaged after 1/8/17, and all other Mills River brands packaged after 1/13/17 will not be impacted. So it's a very small window. We're talking like 60 days, 54 days, something like that.
Yeah.
So really, it's not a huge impact, but it is, again, a brand that we love to talk about, and it did make national headlines because it's sold and distributed nationally. So if it falls within that date range and has the brewery code of M for Mills River, and not C for Chico, California, it may be impacted. So just pay attention. If you bought Sierra Nevada in the last little bit, don't be concerned because they will reimburse you or send you a new case. So power to those guys, and we hope that things kind of carry on. But accidents happen, so it's how you clean them up that really defines who you are. Okay.
Yay. And they seem to really have that attitude that they're just, it's not that they're not concerned. Obviously, we've already talked about, their care for the consumer, but they're going to still make beer. They're still going to be on top, and they're still going to be our unofficial sponsor. So, yeah.
Being that I'm in facilities, I mean, I tend to clean up my accidents with shop vacs. So
moving on to moving on to other beer news and things that are going on. That was crucial because, as you know, that is our unofficial sponsor, and there's a lot of people that we drink that beer a lot. I love that beer, and I hope that Sierra Nevada does well with that. Moving on to bigger and different things. Florida Craft Beer Day, we've hinted on for the last 2 episodes now. We will continue to do that for at least 2 more episodes because we are 22 days out, so we are very close to the Florida Craft Beer Day. It is going to be quite the celebration. In fact, I just had one of our final powwows with the partners that are involved with Florida Craft Beer Day. We've got food trucks. We've got 4 different breweries going to be offering samples and tastings of 2 different products per brewery. We only have 60 people that are going to probably be here, and these are all VIPs of the brewing in craft brewery industries. They're high level people. Some of the people from the city, from the mayor's office, from the governor's office, from state legislators. It's really a high level crowd, but this is turning into quite the VIP event, and it's basically like a mini little beer fest. We've got some great brews coming out. We've got Cigar City, Brew Bus, and we have St. Pete Brewing Company, which are all locals, and they're all going to be here talking about what craft beer means to them on a local aspect, what craft beer means for the state and the global economic future. So it's pretty neat stuff, and it all kind of started here with us. So it's very interesting to be a part of, and things moving quite quickly and pleasantly. So I don't know if you guys had any final thoughts about the Craft Beer Day, but we are literally by the time we do this podcast 2 more times, it will have been the day after Florida Craft Beer Day. So technically there's only 1 more podcast between now and nope, there's 2. So 3. By the time 3 happens, there'll be 2 podcasts between now and Craft Beer Day, and then immediately after Craft Beer Day there'll be the 3rd. So that'll be the recap. The 3rd podcast from now will be the recap of Florida Craft Beer Day.
So
Go ahead,
fortnight and a half.
Yeah. He pretty much just Back to the Future 3'd us. I don't really know quite exactly where we're at on this timeline, but I'm very excited for all of it. Well, 1.21 gigawatts, but okay. Well, that was the cliffhanger that I left that one on.
Either way, Ryan, are you looking forward to it? What are you looking forward to exactly about Florida Craft Beer Day? Because you guys are still on the ironing board there for MCs.
Yeah,
just so you know.
No, I'm looking forward to the whole event. I'm looking forward to meeting with the different breweries that are going to be there, and I'm looking forward to meeting all the different people that are coming out to the actual event that we will be at broadcasting. But I'm looking forward to seeing how many people in the state of Florida, different breweries, actually come together at 7 p.m. to make that cheers and make that toast in honor of Craft Beer Day. So I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to hanging out with you guys in person.
Of course. I'd like to talk about what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, sir.
But in any event, no, what I'm really excited about is I'm excited to just be there. And I'm excited that there's so many breweries coming. Like, I'm very excited about that, to just meet so many people who are just so passionate about beer. That's wonderful. It's a big plus in my book. I'm very excited about that. Also, I'm going to be wearing a cowboy hat, and I'm going to look like Champ from the Anchorman movies. So I'm very excited about that, too. And to drop the word whammy a lot. So there we go.
I'm super stoked that you were that excited because This event is really it has changed. I had a call actually today with the folks at the venue, and this is going to be very different.
Food trucks? What?
There's going to be there's going to be a food truck. There's
truck?
going to be more people. There's going to be food. There's going to be like it's basically an indoor tiny little mini beer fest, all to celebrate the economic impact. And we're going to have people talking about the state. We've got a council member coming that's represent the city of Tampa. We've got the head communications director of Cigar City coming to speak to the independent brewery, section of it.
Oh,
I mean, it's
that's
going to be
incredible.
nuts, man. It's going to be really, really a great event. So this is the start to something bigger and better than it was last year. And it's going to be bigger and better next year than it is this year. And this year is shaping up to be pretty badass. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we don't have to get into that. We have a lot of other stuff to talk about. We only have about 40 minutes really to get into it. So let's go ahead and dive into the other section, boys. Someone kick us off. What are you goddamn drinking? What do you goddamn want to drink? Please.
Oh.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the Cigar City Brewing Hennepin Imperial Stout.
Delicious.
Good friend of mine that if you listen to what we uploaded for Sunday Night Flight Nights, Gus gave me this as a parting gift from his house the other day after already giving us like a gift of 8 beers to taste on that day. But I've never had this. I've heard many a good things, and I am going to actually pour this right now because I haven't even had a sip of this. It looks simply incredible. I even have a cigar to go with my Cigar City brew. So I'm looking
What
forward
is it,
to-
my man? Like, please tell me.
What is what? The cigar or
The Hennepin, like,
Oh.
please explain.
I didn't know you were bringing a full-on amazing,
Oh.
show here.
This is yeah. I mean, I could have saved it, but I was told no. Just go ahead and dive right into it. It's actually absolutely incredible. It tastes wonderful. I don't even know what percentage this comes in at, but give me one second.
What does it drink like? What does it taste like? It looks like a stout. It looks like a porter.
It's an imperial stout. It's completely black through and through, but it's got a nice brown, kind of head to it. Extremely dark in color with, like I said, it's got a brown head. It's big notes of chocolate and espresso, moderate notes of, I guess I'm picking up on some vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon on the background, not too much, just a little bit, and mild notes. Trying to think what else that is. It's got a little heat to it. I'm not sure what that is, but oh, it's delicious. And a little bit of toffee flavor too. So if you guys have never had the Cigar City brewing,
So what's so unusual about it? Like, why is it so?
as far as like for flavor, because this is kind of like one of their things that they come out with every year, and it's like limited.
But is it
release.
common? Do they do it once a year? What is the selling point here?
It's literally it's the one of the best stouts on the market. It actually, I mean, it gets top reviews everywhere you go. But they only brew it, as far as I know, they only brew it for one time a year. It's a limited release, and it's like literally has to be purchased the same day that they release it.
So where can you get it? Only at their breweries.
And then I believe last year they kind of went offsite downtown Tampa, and it was like $400 or something like that. But you ended up leaving there with 4 bottles, and it was like a huge event. It was just a great time from what I understand. But yeah, it's very hard to get, and the fact that I'm actually sitting here, it feels like I'm sitting with gold, like a big gold brick. But it's delicious, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Donnie, what else? You probably know a little bit of the story about this too. Like, what do you?
No, I do not, because I don't think I haven't had the Hennepin brew. I just know it's coveted,
So
and
good.
it's something that's so good.
Like I'm gonna have it. Wow, my cigar. Oh, hold on. Where's my lighter? I want to see.
Well, while you're reminiscing, Wallace, why don't you go ahead and kick us off with what you've got a brewing there, so you can give us a couple tidbits of what you got working on, because I understand you have something cool too. And maybe Ryan can Google some facts about what he's trying to put into words there for us.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to talk about this, but it's no private selection type of situation here. What I've got going on here, saw it, loved it. One of wanted to talk to the guy all day pretty much about it. I have the Wolf Among Weeds IPA, which don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's from Golden Road Brewing. It is made in LA. So we're talking about not Louisiana here, gentlemen. We're talking only Los Angeles. So it's a LA beer that honestly, again, the name Wolf Among Weeds, kind of a funny play on words there. They literally say on their website that it will sneak up because it's at 8%. They literally say it will sneak up on you from behind the dank, earthy hop notes and subtle rye spice, which, steering clear of the word dank, absolutely there is a rye spice to this.
Love that dank.
Well, okay, you're focusing on the wrong
That
part.
dank
But
from behind the weeds.
nope, you're both focusing on the wrong part here.
No, we're not.
Okay. All right. Hashtag you definitely are, but I
Same
don't
family,
know.
bro. Same family, different mothers.
Okay. Well, in any event, no, it's
Maybe
actually
different fathers,
really
but-
good.
So good. So you found something you liked.
Absolutely. And it's from LA, which not too many things I like are from LA, but 8% alcohol or ABV, IBU of 80, 2 malts, Golden Promise, and the malted rye. Don't quite know what those are all about.
Did you show
And
the label on it just so we can see what it looks like?
the label is fantastic. It looks like the view. Here, I'm going to try and screen it here. It looks like the view from the Hollywood sign almost. But yeah, no, lovely. I mean, there is a downtown. So the 4-pack, the actual 4-pack in itself, contains I would say almost a 180-degree view of downtown LA, which, again, I have no affinity for downtown LA, but it's pretty neat to see this sort of thing erupt from it. Absolutely
It's a neat
beautiful.
can. Is it a skinny can or is it a little bit thicker?
It is a standard issue, I would say 16-ounce can. It looks like they only sell this in a 16-ounce can. And again, 8%. So it's, in terms of a single IPA, excellent choice. I was so pleasantly surprised when I picked this up that I felt the need that, I picked actually 2 or 3 other kinds up at the same time and had to just name drop this one. This is just, again, Golden Road Brewing out, made in Los Angeles. Fantastic. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Great.
My goodness.
That's great. It sounds delicious, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go back to mine real quick. I can't get over the flavor. This is the best stout I've ever had.
Seriously, because you're a
Really?
stoutman, man. You're a stoutman.
It's so smooth. It finishes with a clean stout finish, if you will. It's like
That's unheard of, is it not? It doesn't leave chocolate or caramel. It doesn't leave coffee flavor. What is it? It doesn't leave anything?
no, it definitely does. I mean, I'm smoking the cigar, so maybe it's a little,
Well, roasty. Yeah,
yeah.
tied in.
but
Yeah.
it's so smooth. And okay, so for as dark as it is, for as rich as it is, it's still light and like fluffy, like, if you will, like if
Compared to a Guinness, because Guinness is always
No.
light and fluffy because Guinness
No.
has nothing to it. It's just really
Guinness.
roasted.
Okay, Guinness is. Oh, Donnie, I don't even know. If Guinness had more flavor, in the sense of the richness of the chocolate, the vanilla, the cinnamon, and all that, then I could see where you'd go with that. But I don't even know what to compare this to be honest with you.
That's fine because Guinness is not a good comparable. I mean, Guinness is literally like it takes the essence of all those beers, strips it all out, but leaves the black tar appearance and flavor. So I
Yeah.
get that.
No, I'm trying to think. Give me 1 second.
Guinness is like the epitome of like a dry Irish stout.
This doesn't
because
finish
it's
dry.
so-
In my opinion, it doesn't finish dry.
It shouldn't.
all.
I mean, stouts shouldn't, like the stout that you have shouldn't finish dry. So that's great. Well, don't worry about it. So in the meantime,
Yeah.
while you're thinking about that, we talked about this. We hinted at this, and we mentioned that the Ranger was going out and the Voodoo Ranger was coming in, and this is a brand new beer for New Belgium, and it's got 7% alcohol. It's pretty intense. I love the new packaging. I really do, because I just think it's very interesting. It's got a neat look, and all of the New Belgium packaging is kind of going in this direction. But this beer kind of has this rare blend of different hops and things that make it just very, very unusual. But it's extremely piney. It's extremely citrusy. It's like an IPA. It's like an IPA that literally gives you the notes that you would expect from an IPA, but it doesn't hide them at all. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of IPAs come out there and they try to be in your face and strong and stuff like that. But then at the end of the day, they don't leave it really bitter. They don't leave your mouth with like a dry mouth feel. They try to hide that. So this beer in particular, the Voodoo Ranger, it's a high octane sequel to the Ranger, and that's it still goes down smooth. But that's kind of like the echoing, review that people have gotten. It's got like a 4.8% out of 5.
Wow.
So I mean, it's a good ass beer. I'm not gonna lie. But we had talked about this before, and I really wanted to try. Go ahead, Bossman.
I'm going to say this is the Speed 2 of Ranger. Basically,
yeah.
Keanu's
It's
there,
kind of,
but
it's kind of
yeah. Okay. All right.
it's
Keanu's
just basically-
there.
They kind of took one out to make it either. I think what they did is they took they wanted to make a beer that was a little bit more true to the style, and it is definitely more piney, more bitter, more intense, and with 7% alcohol, it's certainly more higher in alcohol than the predecessor. But it's a good drinking beer, man. I just really enjoyed the label. I thought it was very unique.
Yeah.
I thought the fact that they were going in this kind of direction, fruity. Again, New Belgium, man. I've not had a New Belgium that I don't like. Simple as that.
So New Belgium kicked the tires then on the labels, and they're kind of.
I think so. I think they got a new agency or something.
Is that a fat tire joke?
That was a pun. Thank you, Nick, for picking that up.
And welcome everyone to the no pun intended corner.
You guys are really funny, except for the fact that
Except you're going
New
to cut
Belgium-
this all out.
Nope, not cutting
Nope.
out. The New Belgium Fat Tire still has the same exact label as it does, because the same exact pack that I bought this beer in had the Fat Tire. So didn't exactly change anything for that. Just this particular beer.
I think it looked pretty cool, and it sounds like it tastes pretty good as well. So I'm definitely looking
It's
forward
intense.
to it.
Yeah, it's really intense, but I definitely didn't hate it. So that's good.
Good deal. Good deal. Glad
Quick.
to hear.
All right, Lossman. Final thoughts. Anything?
Real quick, I wanted to introduce this because this is something that I drank earlier. I saved it for tonight, but when I got given the Hanapu, I kind of nixed it, and I don't want it to go unnoticed. This is the Big Top Hawaiian Lion. It's a coconut coffee porter, and it's very comparable to the Last Buffalo in the Snow from Funky Buddha.
Go ahead,
No.
Sorry.
Just real quick, I saved this, and I was gonna have this for tonight's podcast, but I was given the Hanapu, so I still want to give a big shout out to the Big Top, brewing company down there in Sarasota, Florida, local brew. It's called the Hawaiian Lion. It's a coconut coffee porter. They do a great job. It's very comparable to the Last Buffalo in Snow from the Funky Buddha company over there, which we talked about a couple times here on the podcast. It comes in at 7.5%, and it's a very delicious quaffable beer. So just wanted to iterate that. And the can is freaking amazing. They did some.
That can is
great-
really cool. Like, I'm just looking at it. I've never seen that before.
Nope, it was. I got it at Lucan's liquor store the other day. The can. I saw the can. I was like, done. I'm buying it.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
It's delicious, and it's brand new. So go out there and get that if you can.
All right. So we've got basically what we did is this is the last week of January. So of course, brand new year for the podcast. Funny thing is, we started this podcast in the fall of last year, so this is going to be the first official. Everything moving forward here is I said first official kind of direction for the podcast. So part of that, we thought, we're just a couple of guys that like to drink beer. We love technology and geeky stuff, of course. So So why wouldn't we kind of project what movies are going to do well? Because of course, 4 guys, 3 guys in the scenario that don't know what the fuck they're talking about are the perfect people to project what movie titles will do well. We've got a couple of fan favorites. We've got a couple of comments and a couple of things that we all are constantly vetting for. But at the end of the day, this is a new segment called Box Slops from the Craft Brews and Geek News. Correct, Lossman?
Of course it is. Beautiful name. Love it. Love the enunciation.
So 2017 has a solid lineup of movies from Beauty and the Beast to John Wick 2, The Fate of the Furious, and the 50 Shades Darker. A shitload of movies, including the new Star Wars Episode 8, which is coming out in 2017 this year. A lot of titles, a lot of things going on. From here on out, we are going to go ahead and try to predict in this last week of January the next 11 months of movies and what will do well, what will not do well. We're going to skip over the ones we really don't know a lot about, which is most of them. But there are some that we do know about, and we're going to do our best to try to explain those. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
As will ever be.
All right. So first off, I'm just going to kick things off on my list here because I have a printed list. So anyway, all right. We got a lot of shit to cover.
No, it's good. Yeah, we do, because there's a list.
Cover some shit.
People out there is a list. I hope you're stuck in traffic listening to this right now.
Because we have a list. Because we literally have like 20 minutes to get through this shit. So first off, we're gonna hot take all this shit that we've got to go through.
So you're saying the name, and then we're gonna go 3 stars, 2 stars, 4 stars, 1 star.
Correct. And I'm gonna jot them down. I hope you do too, or somebody else, so that I'm not the only asshole keeping track of this.
I got no pen. I'm doing breweries.
I left all my paper back at the other room.
All right, well, fuck you guys both. Let's just get through this.
Come on,
What?
man.
I don't have any pens.
Xander Cage.
Just
get a printer.
Literally all I've got.
Return to the
Dude,
Cage, named Xander. What are we thinking? Yay?
Who?
Nay?
Wait, which one?
Return to Xander Cage. It came out like 2 days ago.
You skipped like 10 movies, bro.
Don't care. I'm going to skip a whole shitload of them.
But
I'm going through the ones
but-
that I think we
but-
are most interested in.
you missed out on Split. Split's kicking ass right now.
Don't care. Going to Xander Cage. I'm the leader here, so we're going to do this. Xander Cage. Ryan?
2.5.
2.5. Last man.
Sounds like a 1-pointer. Xander Cage? Yeah, no.
I'm gonna say fucking 1. I agree with Lost. Shitty. I think it's gonna be shit.
I'm gonna get 2.5 on that then.
Ryan, so guess what? Next up is your January 27th Resident Evil. What are you suggesting out of 1 to 5? What is it gonna be?
That is gonna kick some zombie ass. I'm gonna go 3.8 to 4.
Totally kicking
What is
ass. Adam.
3.8 or 4?
4. Let's go 4. I
They're saying-
got faith in Mila.
4 to 5 beers, says Ryan. I say it's gonna be a fucking 1, as in a bomb. Terrible. Lost man.
1.
Point
It's the
5.
final chapter. It can't be a 1. It's got to at least be 4.
They've all been fucking final chapters, Ryan. They all suck.
No, that's true.
0.5.
0.5. So Lost is saying sub me. All right, moving on. February 1st, we get a movie called Mr. Gaga. Ryan, point.
Fucking 0.
Lost man.
0.1 because you can't actually name something as 0 anymore.
0.1. That's a shitty thing. I'll say 3.
Why?
You
How'd you
gave
do that?
Resident Evil Chapter 6 a 1, and now you're giving Lady Mr. Gaga fucking 6 or 3. Like, what the hell?
Was
Who
the
said
word
it had anything
lady?
to do with the lady? All it said is Mr. It had nothing to do with the lady. So I don't know.
I thought they
Ryan,
were
yeah.
related.
All right, moving on.
Keep your own.
February 10th, we have 2 movies here, guys. Well, we have 3 technically. John Wick Chapter 2,
Awesome.
Lego Batman movie, and 50 Shades Darker. First off, John Wick 2. Thoughts?
4.
2.
4 for Ryan because he wants to make out with Tom Cruise.
No, that's not Tom Cruise.
Miles says 2.
That's Keanu, and
Yeah.
he works his ass off for those movies.
So you
And
wanna
that's
make out
actually the
with
same
that?
reason I was going to say for for mine is because Keanu works his ass off, and Ryan appreciates that.
I don't want to kiss Keanu.
I know you don't, buddy. You've got your mind set, but I'm just saying, he's a handsome bloke.
All right. How about Lego Batman?
A 5 out of 9.
You're
Or
saying
no, actually
5?
a 9. Yeah,
Jesus.
absolutely.
It's
Do you guys
one.
even
It's
watch
0
movies?
to 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, but Ryan, do you even watch the Lego movies? Because those shits are on
I'm
fire.
sure it's
man.
awesome. I'm sure it's awesome.
Those things are
Absolutely.
insane.
I'll go 4. Let's go 4.
All right, and I'll say 4. I'll say 4. 50
It's
Shades
5.
Darker. What do you guys think? You think it's gonna do well?
I just want to know how
If
many
the-
shades of gray there actually are.
If the lighting is correct, then yes.
Guess what? What is your number?
No, that was a terrible joke. I would say 50 Shades Darker. Oh, boy, there's no easy way to say this, but it better show full Pinot Grigio if you catch my drift.
You want to see
some
full
wings?
P-
What
you
number?
wanna-
What number are the wings?
Oh my god!
If it shows full Pinot Grigio, then we're talking a 4, maybe.
Wait,
But
what?
Ryan,
what's
just
your vote?
interpret it.
We got a shitload to
2.
get through. What's your vote?
2.
I honestly think that this movie will do very shitty. I think a 1. I think it's gonna do a shit job. It's gonna do very shitty. It's not gonna be good.
So we're
It's gonna
smearing
be
the
50
board. on
shades
this
of
one. Okay.
shitty. That's what it is.
Yeah. We're smearing
Yeah,
the
that
board.
was my joke.
Yeah,
we're
ooh.
smearing the board.
Good one here. The Great Wall with a certain Matt Damon.
Dude, Mackie. Is that Marky Mac?
Nope, not Mark.
No,
not Mark.
it's not Mark. No, that Matt, not Mark. No.
Matt Damon.
So
He's
sorry, I
somehow a
missed all
samurai, and he's got to defend the Great Wall of China against fucking monsters. I don't really get it, but just from the box office, I'll leave this one just from the box office. It's
Let's
February
go with the
17th.
poignant 4.
You're going for 4. I'm saying 5. I think this is going to be a box office smash.
Really?
I think it's going to do very well. I don't know why. Maybe because I want to see it, and I like monsters, and I like Matt Damon. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But Lost Man,
Huge fan of monsters. Matt Damon. I'm a. I would kind of say I would reckon I would say a 3, maybe 4. I would actually, if I had to pick a number, 4.
4 beers out of 5. Got it.
4 to 5 Brews Bros.
All right.
Can we call it that?
All right.
We are calling that now. So skipping along, going past March because the shitty. March 3rd, Logan. We're gonna stop at Logan. Have you guys seen the trailers for Logan? They've teased a couple. We had the Panama trailer. I'm sure you guys all saw that. Panama.
That's my favorite trailer.
We're gonna insert the Panama clip right here. And it'll be T-Rex, running around and going Panama.
That's the best. That is the
I
best.
thought you fuckers would love that because I was like, this is what we
I
need
did
to
love
have in this. Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
Go ahead, Ryan.
With
You
hands
had a
down.
comment?
Sorry.
This is
Yeah, I
going to
did
be
talk
my
over Ryan.
first and possibly only 5 until we get a little deeper in the list. Because
Really,
they
Logan
actually,
is gonna be?
the reason why is because they actually made go with me now. They actually made it rated R, and for me, I think they all should be rated R. Fuck the bullshit. Go
A lot of
hardcore.
tits in these. Okay.
I mean, they did. They didn't. I mean, it gets an R rating. It gets a 5 rating from me. So there you go.
So your only limit is the letter R.
Well, no, it's everything else is PG-13. They made the movie Split, which we haven't covered, got made PG-13. Why? I feel like they chintz on stuff when they make it PG-13 when it should be rated R. So they made Logan rated R, and that's why I'm rating it a 5 because it better be damn fucking good.
That's a solid. Yeah, that's a solid, legitimate reason.
I mean,
I appreciate that.
If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But
No, I think it will be. I think it'll be really good. I think it'll be really. Also because of the weight that Wolverine's putting on it, like Hugh Jackman, he's like, listen, guys, we're not doing another one of these. Not doing it. So
he's done.
It's
You pick one.
yeah. I think it's gonna have to be pretty good.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be badass.
yeah,
It's gonna be
so
really
anyway,
dark. It's gonna be epic.
Well, what I was going to say for my tidbit here is that I hope that the song Panama at least pops up once. And this is my whole thing. I mean, Hugh Jackman, big time actor. He does Broadway. He does, movies. He does big time things. He's not going to neglect somebody who really does put forth the effort. So
Right.
my whole bit would be honestly that he sneaks some Panama in there. And if he does, great. If he doesn't, not a big deal at all. this is still going to be a series that everyone watches. So as long as it still comes out, everyone will still watch it, and we will continue on with our lives. And whatever I say is not going to be a big deal. So I just hope that happens.
Well, I don't know. I don't think Panama's going to be in it, but it was funny because the podcast that I listened to, the Weekly Planet, is the one that was like, hey, listen, we should definitely remix the trailer and put him in it. So it was very funny to have him in that and to have that trailer. I'll edit it in so you guys can see it, but it's very. I think it's going to do well. So let's give our predictions here. Ryan, what is it?
5.
5. Last man.
Gotta say 3.
Boo.
3 beers out of 5.
3 beers out of 5. Might have spilt one, but yeah.
So if
Okay.
we are over or under, do we have to drink that amount of beers from the number that we
Yeah,
pick?
you will have to drink
So-
half a keg in 1 year's time because of this measurement.
I'm just saying.
Well,
I
I think
think
that-
that's
yeah,
a great
I
idea.
Well, I think it is a great idea. I think what we should do is make this a drinking game, and I think that at the end of this year, we'll look back and we'll say, well, when Guardians of the Galaxy 2 came out, it was really popular, and then it actually did a good job, and then when Leap came out, it was shit. We said that was going to be shit, so that's fine. And then when Kong Skull Island came out, Ryan said it was going to be super good, and Laos said it was not going to be good, and it ended up being not good. Then we'll accommodate. So I think these are all just fictitious numbers, of course, but we're just trying to jot them down to entertain some sort of stable competition. Agreed? Okay. So what I'm going to say is for Logan, I'll give it a 4. I think it's going to do okay. I don't think it's going to do bad. I don't think it's going to do massive numbers. I think it'll do okay.
Now, why a 4? My question.
Because I don't think it's going to be a super stellar movie. I don't think it's gonna smash Star Wars records. I don't think it'll break. Maybe it'll probably break some X-Men records. It's not gonna kill anything. That's what I think. I think people are sick of it. People don't understand what Old Man Logan is. The diehard comic book fans will watch it just because they have to and they want to, but that's about it. I don't think that it will be a massive turnout. Why is your 3? Do you think differently, or do you just think that people aren't interested in it?
No, I kind of am right on the same wavelength. Like,
It's like right there, man.
Logan. Yeah, I'm like, Logan is a cool idea. I'm not, disputing that. He is awesome. Like, he's a cool X-Men. He's been a cool X-Men for several years. Like, that's all awesome.
He's sick
But
of
I'm like,
being jacked. He's sick of having so many muscles, man. He's done.
Yeah, I'm like, what is he doing in the same realm as Wi-Fi? I'm like, why are you here still? I'm like, we could have ordered a drone for this. Like, in all honesty, I mean, seriously, I'm like,
Yeah,
this could have been a drone thing. Yeah, you're not necessary. Like, how many like Vegas hotel rooms are you staying in? Because this is just inappropriate, spendage wise. Yeah. I'm like, ugh, stop doing that. Like, and you destroy like literally every place you stay in. Can you stop?
Yeah. Do you have to punch every fucking dude through the face with the antimanium clouds? Like, really? Do you have to do that every single time?
And do you have to threaten everyone with your little knives? Like, I get it. You've got Edward Scissorhands fever. Can you just like?
The cool thing is, in Logan, he's breaking down or something, and he had to like literally pull one of his claws out of his knuckle, which was neat. Like he's not as fit as he was. So I don't know. It's a whole nother thing. But we got to move on, man. We got to move on past this.
But one more thing. Can he just go to an effing Waffle House without stabbing somebody?
No.
Probably not.
Okay, well, that's shitty for everyone who works at Waffle House.
Next.
Okay, I just got a next, and that's super fucked up, but that's cool. We'll just
So Ryan, speaking of
this is only page 1, bro. We're not.
I'm sorry you have to print out your jams.
We're only in
Goodness.
March.
Yeah, that's true. So March 10, guys, we have Kong Skull Island coming out. What are your thoughts? Because I've got some. Rye guy, go ahead and lead us off, man. Kong
Just
Skull
to
Island.
make sure I'm on the same page. This is King Kong.
King Kong.
For real, is this what's happening right now?
And he's a bigger Kong. It's a prequel to the Jack Black one. It's pretty weird, man.
So it's a prequel. So technically, it's a prequel to the original.
Correct.
2.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to understand.
Two beers
Two.
to none.
Two beers. I personally, I'm just gonna take this last one before you. I'm saying a 4.5. Like, I think this is gonna be a pretty badass Kong movie, but I don't know. I'm just saying from what I've seen, what I've heard. What are you thinking?
Oh, dude, you are so spot on. I cannot agree with you more, bro.
What are you saying?
I'm gonna say at least 4.5 from the gate. But absolutely could do better. They've got so much room to work with, and I
They really
love
do.
it.
Yeah, they have a big cast, a big big net, to kind of work with. They've got a lot.
They need a big net. It's a big Kong.
Well, and they've got Universal in the bucks of
I
the
see what you did
ride.
there.
And they've got a ton of resources going against this. So I think it's going to be a pretty badass movie. I'm just guessing, but I think it'll be badass.
I'm with you. I think they're not going to be swatting down planes. They're going to be swatting down like Zeppelins or some shit. Like
It'll be epic.
Right.
It'll be epic. Right, guy. Who do you got there with us, man? Why don't you shed some light on at least her thoughts for the next one, which might be Beauty and the Beast?
I think she's gonna love it, and this is my daughter. She's actually like wide awake right now. She just turned 3, so she's all into everything. So she won't go to sleep, and I brought her onto the cast. I put the cigar out
Hi,
first,
Cora.
just so we're clear. I think she'll like the Beauty and the Beast, and she'll love it.
So being a father, has your few daughters there responded to the Beauty and the Beast actually becoming a movie again?
Say that again.
I said, have you seen any kind of interest from your daughters for the new Beauty and the Beast?
Oh yeah, they love Belle, so they're definitely gonna go out there and see it. So
what is your vote for that? How many beers?
I'm gonna go 4 beers for me and
Really?
5 Sprites for my daughters.
Got it. Lost Man, what do you think about this new Beauty and the Beast?
Not gonna lie, we're gonna get real here for a moment.
It's gonna steal some shows.
Absolutely. You know what? That's actually a very accurate statement. It's going to steal shows. I mean, we're talking Broadway tickets. We're talking movie tickets. I mean, it's going to be a serious production. But the parts probably I am, going to notice the most is we've got Emma Watson and some sort of
Who is not a Belle.
Okay, don't know.
Sorry.
She's in this?
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, she's Belle.
She is Belle, and I don't know what Donnie's saying. So
Wait, she's Belle?
Yeah, she's a
Correct.
terrible Belle. Do you think she's a good Belle? I think she's an awful Belle.
I feel like we're interrupting my review of this, but yeah,
We
I
are,
think
but
she's. So
I just think that you have a fucking Hermione on the brain mouse. I think that's why.
It's a very serious allegation.
Is it incorrect?
I think she was a fantastic actress as Hermione, and moving into her new realm, which is something that she probably read as a schoolgirl. I don't know, man. She's probably got some background in it. She probably read a book on it or two or whatever.
She doesn't look like Belle. She doesn't act like Belle. She's not a Belle. She's not Belle.
Well, you know what though? Like for the whole Harry Potter world that she grew up in, I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was, like a talking hat and, different things. So maybe from an actress standpoint, when they casted her, she's worked with those types of, whoa. No, this is a very serious, not.
Yeah, I'm not.
Nick's
Nick's
laughing at this. Like, but no, this is like, I mean, she's worked with, a lot of CGI and animatronics and things like that. So maybe she can understand how to talk to, a teapot that talks to her or a cup, Chip, by the way, I don't know who's playing Chip, but Chip better be awesome as hell. And that's all I got to say about that. So she's used to working around things that aren't real, and that's why maybe they casted her.
She just seems a little too young.
For me to crack Nick up, like, this is hilarious. He's cracking up over there.
Honestly, it's Cora.
She's chilling,
She's- but she's like, her little tiny hat is like hilariously like enough in the frame.
Hermione is not who I would envision Belle to be. I don't know who.
Emma Watson.
Yeah,
No.
I don't like her as Belle.
Scarlett Johansson.
No.
JoJo?
Why not?
What you would
Yes,
need is
both of those,
like
by
a,
the way.
no, you need like a round-faced, plump-faced brunette. That's what you would need. So
Oh,
Beauty and the
right.
Beast. Ryan, you've got a 4, correct?
Yeah, I'll take a
Boss
4. I
man?
think everyone's gonna love it.
Last man,
I think it'll be a 4.5.
4.5. I
We're
hate it,
putting
so I'm
money
gonna
on
go 2.
this?
Yeah, we're putting a lot of money on this.
Cheers.
All the money that you guys gave me to supply us to have the SoundCloud account that I paid $150 for, all that bucks that you guys gave me for that. Yeah, I'm putting all that on this. So
I do owe you some bucks, don't I?
yeah, you both do. So do Dane. Anyways, moving on. March 24th, we've got Power Rangers, boys. We talked about this last episode.
Rowdy
Now that
Morphin,
we've-
Power Rangers. Okay, I'm done.
Did you like how I actually put the music into the last episode?
Super sweet. Loved it.
Did you actually hear it? It was perfect. It was like perfect timing.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I think it's going to be like a 5 because super dope. And they got Rangers and we've got robots now. So great. Love it. Done. Move
I'm
on.
saying 2.
Yeah, it's probably more like.
I'm
2.
saying 2.
I
That's it.
think I
Okay.
actually
I'm saying
agree
2.
with Donnie.
No, you said
Donnie.
5.
I
Ross.
know. I said. Oh, I know he said.
Yeah, I
5.
said 5. I think it's going to be cool.
Cool. Yeah. Terrible plot
moving on.
line.
Ghost in the Shell coming out March 31st. What are we thinking?
4.
Wow, 4. Why? Because it's sexy ScarJo?
Because we talked
I'd
about
like-
this, and
Yeah.
I
I'd
had
like to
no
talk
idea
about
that there was an entire cult following for it. If you remember
what I'd
correctly.
like to talk about.
Go ahead.
I'd
Go
like
ahead,
to
Last
talk
man.
about, yeah,
Last-
I'd like
last one, sorry, Mark, go
primarily.
Go ahead, Mr. Last
Oh,
man. Go
yes. I'd like to talk about the fact that Ryan had no idea that this was an actual thing outside of the movie trailer, which, my goodness gracious, you could not be so farther off.
Right.
Ghost in the Shell is quite literally a anime
Phenomenon.
phenomena.
Had no
Uh,
idea.
Yep. And that's okay because my goodness. I mean, your initial thoughts were so genuine. Yeah, no, we're good. In any event, you know what I appreciate is the fact that you were like, okay, this is an anime movie / show. It's kind of a thing that's going on. Okay, yeah, I could probably get into it. There's weird spider robots. Like, okay. The actual truth of the matter. Yeah, that's a huge deal to the anime community. It's absolutely going to be something that people look for, watch for. They can't wait till it comes out. Things of that nature. In terms of its importance to our podcast and the things that we watch, I'm sure there's people who are interested in it. I'm sure there's people who are interested in it and they enjoy beer, but that overlay is very small. So, great movie. Possibly. Could be cool. I'm going to proactively give it like a 2.5 because of all the CGI they have to compensate for. But
What? You just talked the shit out of that thing, and now you're going to give it a 2.5?
I have to take into consideration the people who are going to enjoy it, which are going to be a small fraction of the people who are actually going to movies these days.
I mean, I guess I understand that perspective. So they're not going to know what's going on in the movie because they probably don't know what it is.
Let me put it this way. They're going to say, oh, Ghost in the Shell? That sounds like a fun thing. Oh, wait,
I
there's
totally
an
agree.
anime background?
Let's not forget Scarlett Johansson is in a mock naked bodysuit jumping out of a window. Just throwing that out there for all you fans that want to see Scarlett Johansson. But
Squeeze me
All right,
for
we-
just a half min. You trying to talk ScarJo to me?
what? Oh, Scarlett
trying-
Johansson. Oh, I got it now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would step
she's
down
in
to
the movie.
ScarJo. You are not getting it.
No.
All right,
Donnie,
so
kick it off.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward past that. So awesome. Yeah, so I'll edit that mess.
It was a capital mess.
Yeah, somehow. But I got it. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Moving on. Basically, what we're going to do is move on to April 14, The Fate of the Furious. What do you guys think? As with all Fast and the Furious movies, there is a slight chance that this will just do phenomenally well for no goddamn reason. I would love to get your thoughts. Ryan, kick us off.
Fan of the brand, 3.5.
Fan of the brand, 3.5. Love it, Lousman.
I would also like to say fan of the brand, but only a 1.5.
Wow, pretty low. I would definitely say 3. I think it's going to do above average, as they all do. I think that Vin Diesel is going to fight some dude that is very similar to Vin Diesel, but yet somehow Jason Statham is going to join their team and fight some other dude. So
Whole lot of fighting, whole lot of driving.
call me an asshole. That's what
Asshole.
it is.
Asshole.
Sure. Yeah, right. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Right, Corey's
She's
passed
getting
out.
sleepy.
We're only on month 4, so
That's right. Well, we're going to move on to month 5 because May 5th. So Cinco,
Cinco de
17
Mayo.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Are you guys fucking stoked for that?
Fuck
'Cause
yeah.
I am. All right, Ryan,
Block
give us
two.
your prediction.
4.5, and
4.5.
Little Groot is
You
going to
haven't given
kick
a
some
5.0.
ass.
All right. Lousman?
I'm going to say a 4.0 only if.
4. Okay.
Well, I was going to say only if Chris Pratt shows his nips.
So I'll put 4 with nip.
First the penis,
contingency.
now the
4 with
nips.
nips.
Jesus.
4 with nips is a good one. Yeah.
I honestly
That's
think this. I think this will be a 3.5. I don't think it's going to be as stellar as the first one. Just my particular.
Usually number 2, like the follow-ups are not, but I think with,
I love how small Ryan's arm looks right now because it's Cora's arm.
All
Not
right,
that
we
one.
have a few more.
It's like-
Do you guys know anything about Alien Covenant?
yes, and that movie looks phenomenal. I'll give it a 4.5.
looks great.
Lousman?
I would say about 4.
I think
You
that
know,
I think they're really doing well with that whole storyline, and I actually wanted to see more after the last one that they came out with.
Do you think so? Because I didn't like the last one.
I did. I thought they really tied in the pre or the backstory together very well, and I don't know. It's one of those movies that you just want to see for the whole branding of the whole entire thing, but at the same time, I mean, they had the origin story, and now this kind of builds on that. So I'm all in on this one. I can't wait to see it.
Okay, I'm giving it a 3 because I don't know if it's gonna do what it should.
No,
It doesn't seem like
it
it.
might not. It might not. I mean, you can only
Yeah.
do so much with it, but at the same time, I think they do pretty good, and I think they go like, right after the last one. So
Okay.
I'm excited for it.
Lousman?
No, I agree. I actually hope that everyone involved with what is currently Prometheus is going to kind of evolve into the aliens and whatnot and kind of just build on that. So I think that's great.
Hell yeah.
So
Love that whole
Lousman,
starting point.
Did you like the Prometheus?
Yeah, I like Prometheus, but I also like the deleted scenes. I also liked all the deleted bullcrap that kind of was involved in that. So yeah, absolutely, I like that.
Awesome. All right. So what are you saying for Covenant? You saying 4?
I would say 4.2. Just keep it jabbing.
All right. Moving on. So we've got 2 movies coming out on May 26th. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales, and Baywatch. This kind of scenario, if you want to, what we can say is who's going to do better. I can point to, and you can tell me, be like, yeah, I'll give a 4 to this and a 3 to that. I'll give a 3 to this and a 4 to that, whatever you want.
We can say Bay better for Baywatch, and we can say
Just give me
Murder.
numbers. Just give me your numbers.
All right.
Ryan, what are you thinking?
Well,
Pirates versus Baywatch.
Who's the star of Baywatch?
The Rock.
Johnny
Zac
Depp.
Efron. No.
No, I don't want to see him run down the beach. I'm gonna go Pirates of the Caribbean on this one. Let's go 4 because that's a great brand, and I know they do it right.
Well, they have Javier, whatever his fucking name is, Javier something.
Is
And
Johnny
he-
Depp in this one?
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
good. 4. I'm sticking with 4.
this Javier Bardem guy. He's gonna be in it. It looks intense. Like it looks really intense. He's like a zombie kind of guy. I don't know.
What? Is
Yeah.
it rated R?
No. It's he's
Still sticking
Captain
with a 4.
Salazar, and he's like a bloody zombie pirate guy. So
spits blood
Cool.
out of his mouth.
yeah, that's the guy, Captain Salazar. So it looks really intense.
Awesome.
What else, man?
4.
Speaking of which, go ahead.
I'd give it about 3 out of 4 blood.
Really?
spits.
3 out of 5.
It's 3 out of 5, not 3 out of 4, bud.
Well, I was rating it in blood spits, so
Oh, this is like
what
a
I
4.
saw in the trailer. But no, you know what? I'll do a 3.5 out of 4 in total because that looks super cool. It looks like they're gonna squash a whole bunch of old beefs. But you know what? In terms of movies, I feel like there may be a slight overtone of what happened with the Lake Coupa de Vila, like the Cup of Life, the actual whole Orlando Bloom type thing.
Yeah,
So,
no, I get it.
Yeah,
Yep. No,
there's got to be a hint
I'm
of
with
that. Yeah,
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
it'll be legit.
So I'm with you on that one. I say
Is that
I say
summertime?
a 4. I say a 4 as well. That's May 26th.
Summertime. Cool.
Did you guys want to put any bets on Baywatch?
Tanks.
Probably not. It's not going to tank, man. It's a worldwide phenomenon. I guarantee it will not tank.
What do you mean? Like what?
I'm telling you. Have you heard of the Hoff in Germany? Because they love the Hoff.
Yeah, but
They love Baywatch. They love Pam Ann's. They love everybody.
is she in this?
I'm sure she'll call a roll. I don't know if you want to see
Little
those.
cameo?
I don't think you want to see that cameo.
I mean, why not? It's Pam Man. But
I don't think you want to see that
You do, but you don't.
sandbagio.
I mean, I'm not gonna knock that.
Got what you're saying. We're picking it up.
Okay, good.
You don't want to see those
I
knockers.
I mean, the beach is only so big. What could possibly be entertaining for an hour and 30 minutes of my life?
The Rock.
Yeah,
On Alcatraz.
Saving people.
sure.
And then the guy on San Francisco Treat is just ripping the street going, oh, we gonna die. I have a feeling I have a loose grasp.
No, that's the
on,
Rock. That's
I mean,
Alcatraz.
are
That's
there
the Rock,
sharks
man.
in a
That's the
tornado
actual Rock. No, that's the actual Rock.
coming
Yeah,
to the beach? Or I mean,
No,
well,
but there's
not to
Zac
knock the
Efron
Rock,
in
by
there.
the way.
All right,
Well,
just
yeah,
listen.
How many
Goddamn,
rocks are we talking about?
we have to finish this right now. So give me a number.
we're
1 to-
only in
1 to
May,
5.
Donnie.
Okay, we're gonna go fast. Go fast through this.
Let's bullet point it. Go. You first. Go. You're the one who's supposed to go.
two.
Ryan says 2. Lost man.
3.
With the question
I
mark.
also say 2. I think it's gonna be bullshit. Next,
Total bullshit.
June 2nd, Wonder Woman.
Awesome.
Go.
4.5.
4.5. Lost man.
1.5.
Jesus.
1.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a solid 3. Moving on to June 9th, The Mummy.
4.
Oh no, wait, stop, because this constitutes a little bit of background. So
Okay.
The Mummy, Ryan, just so you know, is being rebooted by Sony and the Universal movie franchise, and they're rebooting all their movies. So Frankenstein, Wolfman, The Mummy,
What?
all of the shit that had to do with Brendan Fraser is gone. So that is out, and they're rebooting the movie franchise of The Mummy with guess who?
Tommy.
Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Ew, gross.
So I happen to have the audio. What happened is when they established this, the IMAX film production agency released a trailer of The Mummy with with no sound effects. The only thing that's in this trailer is Tom Cruise screaming, and it's really hilarious.
Please, may we hear that?
Well, this will be edited in, but for the time being, I'm going to play it right now.
This whole thing's fucked for me.
So basically, essentially, that's all that I'm going to show.
What just happened? I quite literally don't understand this.
It was the whole trailer, and all it was Tom Cruise yelling.
You're just screaming.
Tom Cruise-lee? You call him Tom Cruise-lee?
Tom Cruise, yeah, sure.
All it was stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Tom Cruise screaming over and over again. Just that movie's in June 9th. It's coming out June 9th. So, what do you guys think? Due to that Tom Cruise scream, I mean, I'm for the first time in this, I'm saying like 5. I think it's gonna do well.
That's gonna be your 5-er.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
2.5-er.
Really?
If it's the Mummy rebranding and it's Tom Cruise, he does a great job with his movies.
And he goes,
and he's all in character. I'll go 4 point.
2.5.
2.5.
Yep.
Why, you think it's gonna be shit, Laos?
No, I don't think it's going to be shit. I think it's going to be a great movie, but everyone's going to remember that same old noise from like that movie that.
That was like perfect. That was spot
from
on.
that apparently that dog food commercial that you were able to memorize, but like also.
There was a lot of movies to talk about. We missed, I think, like 25 or 80% of them. But
there was one movie that we need to motherfucking talk about. Laos, are you on board with this, please, so we can just end this thing?
Star Wars. I said 5. Let's
go.
The
Last Jedi.
Laos, please. And this is why I wish Dane was here, because Dane would have some knowledgeable insight. Give me your right off the cuff thoughts on The Last Jedi.
It seems like I
think somebody's gonna die.
It seems like he's very serious about that.
No. I mean, it sounds like there's only gonna be one left after the show or after the movie.
Yeah. It seems very serious about how many Jedis are left in the universe. So I would say like the one.
What do we know? We know.
Well, we know that the Last Jedi was referenced in the opening crawl of Episode 7. They basically said that Luke Skywalker is the Last Jedi. They said
but he's not.
They were. Well, he is, because they were like seriously in the opening crawl of Episode 7. They said scene opens and they're looking for the Last Jedi, which is Luke Skywalker. So that is referenced in the opening crawl of Force Awakens. Then Snoke actually mentions it in Force Awakens, and he says, the droid will be returned, leading them to the Last Jedi, referencing R2-D2, who had the plans to get to Luke, the Last Jedi. So they actually mention that in the movie themselves. Then rewind a couple more years. Yoda actually mentions that, and he looks to Luke and says, "The last of the Jedi you will be." Yoda actually calls to Luke and says, "You will literally be the last of the Jedi. That's just how it's going to be." And he passes. There has been several notes that Luke is the last Jedi. So that's what I think. What are you thinking, Mouse Man?
Oh boy, I feel like I'm deep.
Should have read the notes.
Yeah, no, I should have read the notes, but also should have like 2 hours off of work to read the notes. Like, these are pretty in depth, so I mean, they were quite serious. I enjoyed following them, but
where does Rey fall?
We don't know where Rey falls.
Fall.
Yeah, we don't know where Rey falls.
I presume that everybody thought that she was also connected to the Jedi of sorts. I assume she was a Jedi myself, to be honest with you. So if she's the last, then that would mean somebody's going to die.
Well, Jedi is also plural, so like you don't know. Like you can say
well, that's true too.
You know what I mean? Like,
but when you say the last Jedi, then that means really like singular. If Jedi is plural and it's the last, then that's like you're the last of. That's just confusing.
Yeah, it could be a group
to a plural.
Well, it could be a group. The last of the Jedi could be like the last of the
Is it the last Jedi or is it the last of the Jedi?
Jedi, right? We don't know, so that we don't know that. But that I'm telling you, that title was mentioned in the crawl of Episode 7. Luke Skywalker being the last Jedi. That was specifically spelled out.
Okay, but
so
I'm just saying, if Jedi is plural, then
Well, the interesting thing is that in Brazil, the Portuguese spelling of it was actually male. It was a male connotation,
okay.
and it was singular. So it was saying
Fair
there
enough.
was one male that was the last Jedi. So that's
Right.
interesting.
Ooh.
The funny thing is that the red title, if you look at it compared to the other titles, which are all outlined in yellow, the only other red titles were Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith. Each film had some major deaths involved with that. Basically, Anakin died in the first one, which would be the Revenge of the Sith. And then Return of the Jedi, Anakin died again, essentially after being, Darth Vader. So, does this mean that Luke is going to die in Episode 8? I mean, I don't know, because he said he's coming back in Episode 9.
It's either that or Rey.
Rey's not going to die because Rey's got to be the new.
Well, then it's Luke.
That new.
Well, is it Luke or is it possibly Leia? Because now,
But Leia's not Jedi.
well, she potentially she.
Well, that's true because then Kylo Ren would not have had.
So
maybe.
Leia could have been a Jedi, but what in the novel she said that she gave up her Jedi status to be more influential in politics. So
Is
she
that
chose.
not a Jedi trick in itself?
Well, I don't think so because she chose not to train in that art so that she could be a public servant. I mean, I don't
Fair
know.
enough. No, I think that's where the twist is going to come, and we'll kind of once we see the movie, we'll know what it all means. But I'm still giving it a 5.
Oh, I'll definitely give it a 5 too because I'm just
And-
excited for it.
December what?
15th.
Can't come soon enough, to be honest with you.
No, I really can't. Lost Man?
Dude, I'm super stoked about this. I'm good.
What does that even mean? I'm super stoked, but I'm good.
I would say a 4.
4.
Well then.
Okay. Who wants to give our send out?
Ryan, what has happened?
I don't know, but why should we tune in next week, Donnie?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you know what?
Is Dane gonna get out of the well? That's what we want to know. And
What's
so Switch news. We might as well switch it up a little bit. We've got some Switch news for you. Ways to get a hold of us, ways to contribute via PayPal link, paypal.me / Brewmasters Club. And hashtag us to answer your questions. And if you have anything, just hit us up on Twitter, hashtag @the Brewmasters Club.
Where can they find everyone? You can find me at Brewmasters Club on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it needs to be. Just if you want to get a comment or a question onto the show here, it is hashtag Brewmasters Club cast. So it's very simple, very easy to do. Just let us know what you want to talk about, and we will definitely be there for you. Lost Man, where can they find you?
Oh, they can find me at Mr. Lost Man in all the according weird ass videos. I love it. Oh yeah, just play some of that. That'd be great if we can just play some of that.
And you guys can find me at BrewedBoy813. Hit me up with some questions if you want. Ask me if Dane's gonna get out of that pit that he's falling in. And thank you so much for all of our listeners out there that put up with all of our bullshit, because it is awesome that you still listen to us, and we really love you guys. And honestly, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. And this has been a long episode. I have no idea why we're doing this over and over. I don't know.
I doubt it.
And also, ask us questions as to whether or not Donnie should grow his beard back out. That's what I want to know.
No, the beard's coming out. Just so you guys know, the beard's coming out for sure. So, see you next time.
It'll be here.
Lost Man, you want to say goodbye? Ryan, you want to say goodbye?
Guys,
Love you.
episode
y'all.
25. Definitely one for the ages.
You've been listening to the official podcast of the Brewmasters Club, Craft Brews and Geek News. Grab a beer with the guys and be sure to subscribe to catch additional content. Add this podcast to your favorite RSS feed or iTunes. Chat with the guys on Twitter at Brewmasters Club and Facebook and online at www.brewmasters.club. Cheers!